Hello guys, can you hear me? How are you doing? Red Cobra, welcome to the stream, how are you? Kaju Defeater, how are you brother? Nice to see you, thank you for joining me. Second guys. Mr. Warhawk, welcome to the stream, how are you man? Space City Hunter, nice to see you brother, how are you? Glad to hear you can hear me. Just give me a second. Need to make sure the in-game audio is also part of the stream. There we go. The Uncle Ben, welcome to the stream. So guys, as you could see on the title, we managed to spawn our third grade 1 road here. I actually managed to spawn it I think yesterday, after more than 3,000 kills. So we're gonna go to Cuatro Colinas and we're gonna go kill it. We're also gonna be shooting some road here. I've only managed to spot it one time. I already know the fur, I already know the rack, but I've only managed to see it one time. So let's see, we're gonna reset the time right here to the road deer drink time. Thrill of the Hunt, nice to see you man, it's been a while. How are you? Welcome to the stream, Oscar. Brady Willard, how are you? Thank you for joining us today. Look, the last time I spotted this grade 1, it was around this zone. Not sure if it's actually part of this zone or of this other zone, maybe this one. But it was fleeing the first time I spotted it. So we're gonna fast roll to his tent and we'll see if we can manage to spot it once again. Keyboard Warrior, it's been a while brother, how are you? Just give me a second, we're also gonna adjust the subscriber goal. We're gonna make it 30,015 subscribers. No, 30,020 subscribers. We are very close from reaching it. Glad to hear you are doing good, Brady. I'm also doing good. Just give me a second, guys. I'm lagging a bit. Or at least my game. Yeah, it was lagging for a second, but we're back. So, as I was saying, the last time I spotted this grade 1, it was, I think, over that zone. He isn't here at the moment, though. Yeah, he was over there. We're gonna start by shooting some roadie right here. Gonna use the SARS at 300. By the way, guys, let me know if everything is right with the audio, especially. Hold on a second. Why? For some reason, I cannot hear the in-game audio myself. Let me see. Everything seems to be working good here, or at least the settings. So give me a second. Yeah, for some reason my game went mute. So we're gonna restart the game because yeah, it's weird playing without any sound. Just gonna restart the game real quick. Flocking the Hunter, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you and thank you very much for becoming a member. Really appreciate the support, brother. So you are Ilias, I see, that is good to know. Nice to see you again. Yeah, the game audio is muted, but even for myself, this time it wasn't a stream problem. Look, now I can actually hear the music. So it was just a weird bug. Leviathan, welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining us, how are you? So, as I was saying, the last time I spotted this grade 1, it was on that zone, guys. With those 3 bugs, I'm pretty sure. No signs of it just yet, but it should be over there. I haven't killed it just yet, Lantern. So I wanted to ask you guys, what weapon do you want me to use on this great one? We could use a bow, we could use a... Well, we could use a shotgun, but that would be more complicated. We could use a pistol. Just let me know in the comments, what weapon would you like to see me use on this great one? But it's gonna be 5 more kills. Glad to hear, Leviathan. We're gonna go harvest this road here. Just making sure the settings are good here on OBS. Okay. So everything is working perfect. Whenever we spot this great one, we're gonna... First we're gonna approach it, try to get some pictures, and then we're gonna try to kill it. Ooh, there he is, look. Yep. There you go, guys, that is the combo. He wasn't there the first time I saw it. The first time I checked the zone, I mean. Yeah, he was hiding, but there we have it. Hello, Frostbite. Doing very good, how are you? Oh, damn. Well, that's... I'm hearing the music. Thank you very much, Ilias, for donating for the super chat, man. It means a lot. And yeah, I just got distracted by the music because, you know, I added the typical track I use on my videos for the notifications, but apparently it started playing double 2 times at the same time, so that was a bit surprising. But thank you very much for the super chat, brother. Air rifle. You know, I think we're gonna use the air rifle. You know, I'm seeing a lot of people are requesting it. So yeah, could be an interesting weapon. Just give me a second, guys. As you can see, we have a new overlay for the streams. You know, I tested it for the first time on the last stream before this one, and everything is working fine except for the notifications. You know, whenever anyone becomes a member of or makes a super chat, you can see a notification appears on the screen, but the music was a bit off. So yeah, I'm gonna try to adjust that, just so people don't get scared, because that was a bit too loud. So yeah, just give me a minute. I was gonna adjust it here, make sure the music doesn't play double, because the track was playing twice at the same time. So just give me a minute, guys. Just gonna adjust this, and then we're gonna reset the time to go for the great one and start taking some pictures. What do you think of the variation, by the way? Did you see the combo? I think it's a very cool combo. Just adjusting this stuff. So give me a second, guys. Okay, that should fix it for now. So, let's continue. We're claiming these guys. Gonna check the chat in a second. You killed your haggis, Landon. That's crazy. Congratulations. What food type did you get? Glad to hear you think you like the overlay, Mr. Warhawk. I also really like it. I think it fits the style for the channel. I like the colors. Hello, Liam. Welcome to the stream. How are you, brother? Nice to see you. Is it a combo he has already? It is not. Leviathan, it is a new combo. Look, we're gonna go back to the main menu, reset the time, and I'm gonna try to show you the combo, guys, so you can see it. It is actually moon marked. Yeah. So you have the moon marked with the non-typical. That's amazing. I love that the non-typical rag, I love that one. You know, the Moonmarked is, for me, I would place it on the 3rd place for my favorite fur types for the road here. We're gonna try to reset the time here and let's see if he reappears. So yeah, the combo I got is the Moonmarked plus the Draco rack. You'll see it in a moment. We got a respawn over there. So, in the meantime, we're gonna go to the storage and we're gonna equip the air rifle. Because people are requesting the air rifle, I think it would be a great option because I've never used the air rifle in a great one. So we're gonna replace it for the recurve. Also gonna remove the Virant. Pretty sure I also have a tent equipped right here. Yeah. Pretty sure I already have the air rifle purchased. Maybe not. Gonna go to the store. I don't think I've ever used the air rifle on this account, guys. Look, here we have it. Yeah, haven't even purchased it. Yeah, this will be the first time I use the air rifle on this new account. Because remember, we reset our account, I think it was like 3 months ago, 4 months ago. So yeah, on this account I've never used the air rifle. And it'll be great to use it on a great one for sure. We still haven't killed the great one, Shadow. You are just arriving, just in time. Limit the Frog, welcome to the stream. How are you? Nice to see you. So yeah, guys, we are gonna be using the air rifle to drop this great one. As I was saying, first I wanna take some pictures. We're gonna customize it right here. I think that looks cool. Let me see, we need the .45. Not even sure of what ammunition is the one you use on the air rifle. Is it this one? Yeah. Perfect, guys. So, great one with the air rifle for the first time. Gonna remove our backpack as well. Let's see, guys. This will be very exciting. I'm a bit nervous, I'm not gonna lie. Can you imagine if we happen to botch it? Like, imagine that. There is a road there. Okay, apparently we'll have to go to the main menu and reset time once again for the great one to reappear. Yeah, guys, by the way, for anyone who hasn't seen the face reveal, it is on my Discord server on the announcements channel. Posted it last week. So yeah, if you wanna take a look at how I look, just go to my Discord to the announcements channel and you'll be able to see a picture there. Okay, we're gonna reset time once again. This great one, for some reason, is been a bit elusive. Because it was exactly like this. Well, you saw it, we spotted it running this time when he was very close to us. It was exactly like that the first time I spotted it. I couldn't spot it, you know, whenever I was shooting the road deer over there. But I could spot it whenever I actually entered fast travel into this area. Because he isn't there. Should be there. Yeah, that's interesting. Look, let's try to reset the time once again. So guys, what is your favorite fur type for the Great One Road here? Let me know in the comments. You know, my favorite fur type is honestly the Mistbound, the fabled Mistbound. And the Wildfire, that would be the Mistbound would be my first one, Wildfire the second. The third one, I would say Moonmarked. So yeah. We just got one of my favorite footsteps for the road here. But once again, it isn't here. Just go out of render and come back, yeah. That could work for sure. We're gonna fast travel here. Glad you think so, Iliam. Glad you think I'm looking fresh. On the bot, one of the things I love about this 300 is that actually shooting the roadier on the bot is enough to drop him on the spot. So that is 2 more kills. 30 to 16, 15. Yeah, gonna try that in a second. Look, first we're gonna go here. Go back to a 10. Let's see if going out of render helped. That is good to know, Limit the Frog. Yeah, maybe resetting the time doesn't work too good on great ones. Because this guy isn't here. We know it's there because we already saw it, but it just doesn't wanna appear this time. And as I was saying, it was exactly like this the first time I spotted it. He wasn't there, and whenever I fast traveled, is that I managed to spot it, running towards me pretty much. So let's go out of render. Let's go here. We're gonna go there, and we're gonna reset time to 1615. Let's see. Going to be honest, it is likely you'll botch it if you are not close. The air rifle is very weak. I would say get around 10-20 meters away. Yeah, gonna have to play it very safe while using the air rifle. Yeah, I'll definitely try to get to at least 20 meters out. Because that thing is weak for sure. Look, he isn't there. Huh. You know, I wonder what is gonna happen if I fast travel once again to his tent, because that seems to be triggering its spawn. Have you gotten the chance to go to Mississippi? Not so far, Limit the Frog, but I plan to. Yeah, I'm definitely planning to go to Mississippi because I wanna try the black bear method. This guy is not appearing. Let's see if we can find a track, maybe. He just doesn't want to show to a zone. Sounds good, Flockin. Sounds good. I hope you have a very good night. It was nice to see you. And thank you very much for the support. I'll see you later, brother. Yeah, I may have to do a run and maybe he'll appear again. Because Valkyrie is high today. You know, I would be very concerned if we didn't manage to spot it earlier, but we know he's here. It's just a matter of knowing where. Look, there's this level 2. Look, I'm gonna kill this level 2 just in case it does something. Maybe. Yeah, if it is a solo, it should be easy to get close. And it is a solo. Like, I'm pretty sure it is. Alright, well, the zone disappeared. Did we create too much hunting pressure? Because it doesn't look like we created too much hunting pressure. What happened here? Maybe he went to another zone, huh? We're gonna go to the main menu. Yeah, this guy is acting a bit strange. He's not appearing. The zone disappeared as well. So look, we're gonna try something different this time. We're gonna assume he's still on the same zone, which is right here. So we're gonna change the time right here. Just a few minutes earlier. That should make it spawn, but it isn't gonna spawn just yet because it is too close to a tent. So let's start checking let's check the tracks. Might have jumped, but it wouldn't make any sense. Because we didn't even create that much hunting pressure, and if it jumped, it should have jumped to another zone within the same lake. That is interesting. There's a level 2. There's a level 1. We just got a bunch of respawns over there. But once again, the great one is not appearing. He isn't showing up to a zone. There's something weird going on with that zone. You know, I used to have a tent here, and the tent like ended up getting destroyed by a beaver. You know, the Spanish beavers. I hate him. So this area has been acting weird for me. No signs of the great one. The zone disappeared as well. Yo, we're gonna do a run, just as we normally do it. Hopefully that'll do something. Hello, Wooderson. How are you, man? Thank you for joining us. That should be 3 kills. Yeah. So 3 more kills, we're gonna fast travel back to the tent. I don't think they can despawn. Like if a great one or an animal cannot despawn. Although sometimes I feel they do. Because for example, there was a level 5 on my mule deer grind that also ended up disappearing unexplainably. But yeah, a great one despawning, that would be insane. I don't think it can happen. What I think is that he jumped to another zone at some point for some reason, because the zone disappeared. Start from the outpost and rotate to that corner zone and then go to the tent for his zone. So you are saying, go to his outpost, then go here, like head directly towards the zone from the outpost, and then fast travel to the tent. By the way, we have to go and replace the tent we had here because yeah, it got destroyed by beaver. Yeah, like, might have jumped, but it doesn't make sense why he jumped. That's the thing. Maybe he even jumped lakes. That would be insane because I'm pretty sure I haven't had a single jumper during the entire grind. So having that great one in particular to be the first jumper, it would be unlucky. We're gonna place a tent once again. Look, at least we know it's there because you could see it at the beginning of the stream. We saw it running, it was right here. And that was the last time we saw it. The thing is, that zone is acting weird. Yeah, he probably changed zones. Because, yeah, the zone disappeared for some reason. Yeah, apparently the zone was deleted, Red Cobra, because... yeah, it disappeared. But the hunting pressure wasn't enough to make the zone disappear. That's what was interesting. And we're already having trouble to spot it before. So yeah, I would say the theory or the most likely scenario right now is that he, for some reason, just changed zones. Possibly to one of the zones on that side of the lake, but we'll see. That is a level 2. White noise, welcome to the stream. Yeah, that's good. The fact that it's taking us time to spot it again will be enough for a lot of people to join on time. Just wanna see if it is on any of these other zones, guys. There's plenty of road here, but no great one. What in the world happened here? Maybe he jumped to another zone over there? We'll have to check. Let's place the tent we had here first. We had it right here. So in summary, guys, we spawned a great one. The first time I spotted it, it was right here. I didn't even spot it on the zone. I spotted it running around here, so I assumed it was on one of these two zones. But that was the first time. And that was the first and last time I spotted it, before the stream. Then we started the stream, we started on this tent. Again, I couldn't spot it on these two zones, so I fast traveled here, and as soon as I fast traveled here, we saw it running. That was at the beginning of the stream. But after that, we haven't been able to see it once again, despite resetting the time multiple times already. But yeah, you know, I wanna think he's on one of these two zones still, and it's just taking a long time to reappear. But yeah, guys, it's strange. Maybe he jumped to another zone, maybe to another lake, which would be incredibly unlucky. Lost my crown. Welcome to the stream. Good evening, how are you? Sounds good, Flabowski. Yeah, I can understand the stream was a bit too late for you, but thank you for joining us at least for a bit. Hope you have a good night. How many total great ones do you have? I think I have 12. Yeah, 12. Including the 2 road deer I got recently. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Walker. Ooh, yeah, it is there, guys. It actually changed zones. Look at that. Look at that beautiful great one. There we have it. You know, I was starting to get a bit worried. Because, yeah, it was taking us a long time to spot it again. There's also a level 3 team. So level 3 and grade 1 on the same zone. That guy is probably trolled though, because, yeah, the estimate is tiny. There we have it, guys. He was just camera shy, as someone was saying. So look, guys, this is the plan. Since we're gonna use the air rifle, we're gonna need some practice, and what a better way to practice than by shooting a level 3 with the air rifle first. We're gonna try to find some cover. Yeah, because I wanna make sure the air rifle is totally safe. You know, Space City was saying that we should try to get to, like, what, 20 meters out or closer. in order for the air rifle to be safe. So we're gonna try to do so with that level 3 first, before attempting to shoot the Great One. He wanted to build the suspense, yeah. Yeah, and I mean a bit too much suspense because I was getting a bit concerned. I was starting to wonder, you know, what if he actually despawned? What if the Great One actually despawned or literally just jumped to another lake? But there we have it, guys. What do you think of that combo? You know, I'm not gonna say it's the favorite or the best combo of the 3 I've gotten so far, but man, I can't complain. He looks beautiful. I love that 4-tap. He knows what is coming and try to delay it for real, Shadow. But yeah, guys, the first thing we're gonna do is to approach at level 3 and test the air rifle. I've never used the air rifle on a road here, so this will be the first time we actually drop something with the air rifle. Here we have it. We can zero up to 100 meters, but supposedly we should be at least 20 meters away in order for it to be safe. I think we already spoke it, but as I was saying, we're gonna focus on the level 3 first. He is facing the opposite way, so we are gonna be able to get very, very close. He isn't able to see us. Plus the wind is perfect. Yeah, he's beautiful. He's a very handsome boy for sure. The one combo I didn't want it to be. Really spacery. Not your favorite 4-type. Okay, 45 meters away from this level 3. 43 meters away. The train time is already over though. So look, we're gonna try to take the shot at 40 meters. Let's see what happens. He's calm, attentive. Well, we're gonna be able to take it at closer than 40 meters away because he's getting closer itself. That is 35 meters out. Maybe a bit too far. Look, let's try here. Do you plan on taking some pictures? Yeah, Mr. Warhawk. I wanna take some pictures of this Great One for sure. This guy is attentive. Okay. Let's try here. Was that a barrel? It wasn't. Okay. So the air rifle is far from being safe because... Yep. As Space City was saying, we're gonna have to be like less than 20 meters out and take a shot while it is perfectly broadside because this level 3 wasn't perfectly broadside. He was quartering towards us slightly and it was a flesh wound. So not a good sign. It's probably gonna be harder than I thought. You know, it reminds me to using the 350 grain arrows on the recurve on class 3 species. Yeah guys, that's scary. That was scary. We just pushed at level 3 with the air rifle. But I'm pretty sure it should be safe if the Great One is closer than 20 meters out, as Space City was saying. Because this level 3 was like 30 meters out. So knowing where the Great One is, now we're gonna go back to this tent right here. Go back to the main menu and change the time once again. This time we're actually gonna approach the Great One. And we're gonna start by taking some pictures. Because I really wanna take some nice pictures of this guy. I think it's a beautiful Great One. Hells is working some magic to try to make you watch the Great One. You have no idea how happy Hells would be if she sees me watch this Great One, honestly. Oh, she'll be happy. But I won't let her. I won't give her a reason to celebrate. Hello, Philip. Welcome to the stream. How are you, brother? Nice to see you. Not my favorite fur, but it is my favorite combo. Yeah, I think it's a beautiful combo, and yeah, I agree. It's not my favorite fur neither. Okay. Time to reset time. I take the blame if you watch it. Imagine. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people wanted to see me use the air rifle, so we'll have to use it. Taxi Gothy, welcome to stream. You haven't missed it. You missed... The only thing you have missed so far is us trying to find the Great One again, because we're having trouble finding it again. Since it changed zones. Now we know it is over there. Should be over that zone if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I think it is over there. Let's reset time once again. By the way, guys, this is gonna be the first Great One we drop on stream since my Great One Grey Wolf. Yeah, and that was back on December, I believe. So it's been a while. Hello, K-Flow. Welcome to stream, it is nice to see you. I'm doing very good. You know, we just spotted this Great One once again. So now our plan is to approach it, try to get as close as possible, and take some pictures first of all. Was it actually in that zone? Or was it over here? Huh. Yeah, we just gotta be careful to not kill that zone once again, because the hunting pressure is high. That Great One Wolf stream was awesome. Glad to hear you enjoyed it, Mr. Warhawk. I remember those times and that grind was very fun. It was a very nice stream for sure. Haven't been in a stream with you since the collab with Mel. Damn, so it's been a while, brother. Yeah, that stream was like 4 months ago, I believe. It was a fun one. So it's nice to see you once again. Thank you for joining us. Now we're just trying to spot this Great One again. But, once again, he's being a bit elusive, he's shy. He doesn't want to show up to the zone. Damn. Our only option is to reset time once again. What do you think of this Great One, guys? You know, I think he's annoying. He's starting to get a bit on my nerves, I'm not gonna lie. He's a bit annoying, a bit mischievous. A bit too shy. You know, I'm also curious to see a score of the level 3 because I'm pretty sure he didn't die. We tried to test the air rifle on the level 3. Unfortunately, it was a flesh wound. So I assume he didn't die. I think this Great One is on this zone right here, next to a tent. By the way, guys, after seeing the level 3 and after seeing the performance of the air rifle on the level 3, are you still wanting to see me use the air rifle on the Great One? Because that will be risky, let me tell you. You know, I'm actually gonna do a poll. I'm gonna do a poll. Let's see if people actually want to see me use the air rifle. Because, you know, I imagine it'll be fun to see me do something risky with an actual chance of poaching this guy. So let's see, guys. Should I use the air rifle? Yeah, careful, I'm not gonna lie. You know, it's seeing the performance of that weapon on the level 3 is making me a bit nervous. Just give me a second, guys. Okay, so the question is, should I use the air rifle? There you go, there you go. You choose, guys. Anywhere Gaming, welcome to stream. Thank you very much, man. Very excited to drop another great one for sure. He's been a bit elusive. He doesn't want to show up to the zone. Okay, so we got some road deer to respawn over there. But once again, no signs of the great one. Huh. Yep. He's not there. Let's go back to his tent. To be frank, if a flash shot won't kill him, then it's all fine. Yeah, that is the advantage. You know, if we happen to botch the shot, it'll be only flesh wound. So in theory, we should have a second chance. However, we know that a single shot with a 22 caliber is enough to kill a road deer, even on the leg. So even if we hit a flesh wound with the air rifle, that's probably gonna kill it at some point. So yeah, we could have a second chance to drop it, but it's gonna be risky. And I don't plan to main menu, let me tell you. Yeah, if we miss the first shot with the air rifle, I'm not gonna go to the main menu. I'm not gonna go to the main menu, I mean. We're just gonna try to get him a second time. And if he escapes, then that's it. We'll have botched a great one. Maybe he moved to a different spot on the lake. It'll be the second time it happens. Taxi Gory. But it's possible for sure. Maybe it actually happened. Okay, so from what I'm seeing, people want to see me save my sanity. But I'm not gonna lie, guys. I'm tempted to still use the air rifle. As long as he spawns, because he's not showing up to the zone. Yeah, this guy's been a pain in the butt. Hello, King Crab. Thank you for joining the stream. Nice to see you, brother. How are you? No signs of this great one. Did he move to a different zone once again? Maybe. But yeah, this guy has been an absolute pain in the butt. He doesn't show up, then he shows up once, then he disappears for another 4 runs. Yeah, maybe we have to restart the game because he's been an absolute pain. Maybe he actually jumps zones, I don't know. You know, because he already did it once for some reason. So we're gonna go in, we're gonna restart the game, guys. We're gonna restart the game, hopefully they'll make it spawn once again. Because he's been very, very inconsistent. I don't know what this great one is doing. Just waiting for Steam to actually close the game so I can reopen it. Now it is reopening. Yeah, guys, it is the first time something like this happens to me with a great one. Like, I've only managed to see it 3 times after like 15 attempts, something like that. Let's see. The last time we spotted it was, I think, right here, right on this zone. Gonna place a waypoint. Let's make sure to reset the time once again. Practice air rifle on some more rotor to be safe. Yeah, Dalton. Yeah, I think that's a very good idea. Bro. He's not there. Interesting. He went out to get cigarettes and a gallon of milk. That doesn't end well. He just abandoned the map apparently. Oh, so yeah. You know, it's really weird because not even the level 3 is here anymore. I guess the level 3 actually died. Damn. Look, time to conclude this poll. You know, people want me to save my sanity, which is very fair. But I still want to practice with the air rifle a bit. You know, I want to be one of the first people to kill a grade 1 roadier with the air rifle. I think that would be very, very cool. No signs of this grade 1. He got picked up by the feds. Yeah, apparently. Damn. He got picked up by ICE. He's taking vacation in ASCII Ridge. Yeah, whatever happened to this grade 1, it's not good. He isn't there, he isn't over there neither. You know, guys, I'm starting to think he actually got abducted and maybe ended in the back rooms. Look, we're gonna try to make a good shot with the rifle on one of these road here. Just gonna make sure to take some cover right here. Some full cover on one of these bushes. Have you had any big rares on this road, Grind Pro? You know, I got a huge Bible on Hirschfelden, Mr. Warhawk, which is surprising because I've barely grinded on Hirschfelden. But that was the biggest rare of the grind. It wasn't too far from being a super rare. Then I also got a couple Max Estimate Bibles, Max Estimate Albino. So yeah, plenty of big rares. He's in El Salvador. Yeah, he got captured by ICE and then deported to El Salvador. That's what happened. It's crazy that stuff like that actually happens in real life. Look, we're gonna try to make a good shot with your air rifle, as I was saying. He jumped to Hirschfelden. Man, I would be happy if he jumped to Hirschfelden. Like, imagine having the opportunity to drop it on Hirschfelden. That would be insane. Maybe feeder around there wouldn't be a bad idea. You know, you could be right, Shadow. Because as crazy as it sounds, finding it on its ring zone, it's been an absolute pain. It should be easy to find it on its ring zone, but yeah, it's been far from easy. Look, this guy is 20 meters out now. 19 meters out. Should be good to take the shot here. Let's see. Ooh. That was interesting. So that guy died on the spot. Was that a hard shot? Maybe. But seeing this shot, guys, actually gave me a lot of confidence on using this rifle on the Great One. Look. Damn. It dropped it on the spot. With a single lung. That's insane. Okay, so perfectly broadside, less than 20 meters out. That's the way to go. That's what we have to do on the Great One, because any other angle would be a bit too risky. It was a single lung. Yeah. Single lung was enough to drop it on the spot with the air rifle. Insane. Now the thing is, this Great One is still not showing up. The key is to get close. To get close and to have the opportunity to drop it, to shoot it broadside. It's easier said than done. Still no signs of this Great One. As long as you do full broadside, you can do it from 100 meters. Oh, that's interesting, Christoph. You know, that makes it way easier. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to drop another rodeo right here, maybe at 50 meters out. So the truly important part is to take the shot while it is perfectly broadside. Yeah, this guy's not showing up once again. The zone is still there. Bro. Private multiplayer. You know, that sounds like a good option, Space City. You know, that could make the difference, honestly. Yeah, let's try that. Let's go to private multiplayer. Okay. Cuatro Colinas. Private multiplayer. Let's see if that makes a difference. It could make a difference because multiplayer tends to be more consistent with the spawns. Look, 4 rodeo over there. That's a good sign. 40-50 meters max should be the farthest, I would say. Yeah, honestly, I would be scared to take the shot at more than 50 meters, I mean. Well, he isn't here. Just yet. Let's reset time. Welcome back, Leviathan. Nice to see you, brother. Yeah, honestly, more than 25 meters out. Yeah, it sounds risky, but you know, we're gonna do some testing with some other bugs. Because apparently the important thing is to take the shot while it is perfectly broadside. We have to make sure it is perfectly broadside. It's still not showing up, which is actually concerning me at this point. But for the moment, we're gonna try to drop one of those bugs, also with the air rifle, but a bit farther this time. Hello, Ashley. Welcome to the stream. How are you? Thank you very much. Very, very excited to drop this great one. Although it's been an absolute pain in the butt because it is not showing up to the zones for some reason. We've managed to spot it 2 times, and he already jumped zones 1 time for some reason. But he hasn't shown up since the last time we saw it, after like 10 attempts. Yeah, Darius, I think Hell's hacking actually has something to do with this. She probably abducted the Great One and now it is on her map. Any luck besides the Great One? We spotted a level 3 as well, Leviathan. But unfortunately, we pushed it while testing the air rifle. It was a flesh wound. And I didn't think it was gonna die, but apparently it ended up dying because just as the Great One, it didn't shown up to the zone once again. The Great One is a figment of your imagination. I'm starting to think that, Blue Star. And honestly, I would be sure it is actually a product of my imagination if it wasn't for the fact we already managed to spot it 2 times during this stream. Which is relieving, but still. Every single time I reset time and he isn't there, I actually doubt it is real. Maybe try 1530. Yeah, that could be a good option. We're gonna try different times and let's see if that makes a difference. Glad to hear, Ashley. I've noticed my deer on the lake disappear a lot, then randomly come back. It's bizarre. That's interesting. Yeah, because, for example, this guy used to be on this zone, and randomly this zone disappeared, even though the hunting pressure wasn't high enough to make the zone disappear. And then it ended up spawning on this zone once again. So yeah, it's weird. They seem to change zones for some reason. None of these guys hit. You know, we may have to look for a different zone, maybe for a feed zone. A different zone, maybe for a feed zone. Now this thing isn't letting me click OK. Nice. Let's restart the game once again. What exactly is the problem with the response? Delay or not at all? You know, the response happened very, very quickly, Shadow, but some bugs in particular tend to have problems. Or apparently from what I'm seeing. Like, for example, this Great One was on a different zone, then he randomly jumped to a different zone, and now is having, or is taking a lot of time to reappear. He's just not showing up to the zone where he should be. But the response overall are very consistent. Look, this is the zone where the Great One is, I'm pretty sure. That one. So gonna reset time right here, hopefully they will respawn. sometimes they don't come back for a long time. Well, that is good to know, Ashley, that you've had a similar experience. You know, that makes me feel a bit relieved, because I'm starting to get concerned about this guy. You know, someone earlier, they were saying that maybe he despawned. So yeah, imagine getting a Great One to despawn of your map. That's my fear. Stream. We should be back, guys. Just let me know if you are still having trouble. Yeah, because if you are still having trouble, I may have to create another stream and change some settings. But just let me know. So we are back, but the Great One isn't. That's the problem. And I have no way to explain it. You know, as Ashley was saying, she has also been having trouble with some bugs in particular being very inconsistent. So maybe this Great One is just naturally inconsistent like that. Maybe he'll continue jumping zones and appearing whenever it wants. Because he's in here. Damn. This is the first time something like this happens to me with a Great One, I have to say. So something we could try, guys, is to try to go find a feed zone. You know, it may take us some time, but if we manage to find one of his tracks, we may be able to backtrack it. You know, eventually that should lead us to a red zone. And finding the red zone, then we should be able to find a feed zone. But first we need to spot it again. I just don't know where it is. Yeah, we'll have to find a different zone, because the training zone is just not working. Resetting the time is not working. Not even sure if he's still on that zone. He's not on that one, that's for sure. Give me a second, guys. Gonna check the comments right here. My OBS is not showing the updated comments anymore, which is a problem. So I'll have to do it on my browser. Yeah, apparently the connection to a stream is not optimal because of some settings. I already know exactly which settings, so I'm honestly thinking on restarting the stream, guys. You know, restarting the stream with the proper settings this time. Hopefully that will really help with the connection. And maybe with a Great One as well, because this guy is just not appearing. You know, I wonder where he could be feeding. Or resting. Look, this is what we're gonna do, guys. We're gonna reset time to 15:30. And we're gonna do a run. Just as normal. Because the last time I spotted it, it was in the middle of a run. As you may remember, we actually started on this tent, then we ran this way, and eventually we ended up finding it here. So let's see if the same works this time. Let's see, guys. Look, we're gonna be doing a run as normal. Right here we have one bug over there. That is one kill. We missed that shot. 2 kills with that one. Terrible shot as well, though. Bro. The accuracy is not being the best, that's for sure. Let's fast travel here. Restart stream and reset time if this doesn't work. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do if this doesn't work. Yeah, because the stream is definitely not running on the optimal settings, so I wanna change that. You know, and I'm even thinking, like, if this doesn't work, guys, if we don't manage to find it today for any reason, like, we may have to just delay the stream and stream earlier tomorrow. You know, because tomorrow I have the chance to stream way earlier than today, and that would also give the opportunity to a lot of people that can only watch the streams earlier during the day, especially people that are on different time zones. On Europe, for example. But I'm still hoping it's gonna work today. It's just I definitely wasn't expecting this Grade 1 to be so elusive. But as I said, we're gonna continue this run as normal. And hopefully, near the end of the run, once we get to his zone, this Grade 1 will be there. Sounds good, Space City. It was nice to see you, brother. Have a good night. Okay, 2 more boxes over there. Let's get on the tripod. Two easy kills. This Grade 1 is really testing us, Mr. Warhawk, you are so right. But yeah, if he doesn't show up today, you know, I'm probably gonna spend some time tonight, like, trying to find the feed zone. And we're probably gonna continue the stream tomorrow, having a better plan to get it. And this time the stream will be way earlier to also give time for people on other time zones to watch the stream. Because, yeah, as you can see, a lot of people are already, like, very late. It's 2 AM for a lot of people that live in Europe. So, streaming earlier sometimes could be nice. And there we have it, finally. What a little Grade 1 this is. What a stinky Grade 1 this is. But there we have it, guys. Finally, after 10 years, we get to see the Great One for the 4th time. Surprisingly, we have only seen it 4 times. And this time, we're actually gonna try to approach it, try to get some pictures, that's the priority. You know, try to get some pictures. And then, if he gives us a chance to shoot him while he's perfectly broadside, drop it using the air rifle. So first of all, the first thing we're gonna do is to take some cover on one of these bushes. We need full cover. Screw the pictures, just take him down. Yeah, honestly, I'm tempted to finish it here, but man, I want some pictures also for the thumbnail, because I want to make a video of this Great One, of course, and with the thumbnail style I've been using for the Great Ones, I'm gonna need some in-game pictures. It's 4:45 p.m. here. Nice. Taxigoria, are you on where? South America? This guy's walking. Alright. Let's find a good bush. Hello, Savage. Welcome to the stream. How are you, brother? This Great One is really testing our patience. OBS is not working just yet. It's not showing the live chat for me, so I'm having to read the chat on literally YouTube. Just give me a second, guys. I need to adjust the screen. Okay, that's better. Now I can see a full chat. Yeah, Savage, we're doing the air rifle suggestion. A lot of people wanted to see me use the air rifle, so we're gonna try it. Although I'm scared. Look at this guy. I hate this guy. I'm not gonna lie. Not gonna lie, I don't like this guy at all. He's been playing with us. He's a player. He's been ghosting us. He disappears and then he comes back to play with us for a bit. Okay, we need a push with full cover. Hopefully this one will give us full cover. Full cover right here. However, we have bushes in front of us, so that's not ideal. Let's keep crawling. You know, that one over there should be good. Let's see. Come on. Come on, man. Let's keep crawling. Hopefully that one over there is actually a good bush. I mean, it's decent, but again, we have bushes in front of us. The visibility is not great, and our priority right now, at least on this approach, is to take a couple decent pictures. He's still there, facing away, that's good. We're gonna be able to get very close. Let's see on this one. Okay. It isn't perfect, but it's not terrible. So we're gonna use the color right here. He turned around, let's take a picture real quick. That is a beautiful looking great one. Look at that fur type. Look at the antlers. Is he already alert? Are you kidding me? I think it is the dog. You stinky dog. Just stay and sit. He's asking to be smoked, yeah. He's definitely asking to be smoked. And I mean this guy because he's getting very close. Come on, Great One. Just get a bit closer. Bro. He's perfectly broadside right there. How far is it? That is 20 meters out exactly? Ooh. Look, guys. We took a couple nice pictures. But he's not getting any closer than this. Should we... Ooh, I dropped it. Yeah. It was very, very tempting. And I had to go for a shot right there because he was perfectly broadside. We know that he had to be perfectly broadside for the air rifle to be effective. And we managed to drop it. On the spot. I can't believe the air rifle is actually able to drop the road here on the spot with a single long. Yeah, it's hard to get a single long. So here we have it, guys. Our third Great One road here, about time. That happened very quickly. Look at that beautiful rack. That is a beautiful looking Great One. I'm not gonna say it is my favorite Great One so far of the three I've gotten. Because, for example, I don't remember the name of the fur type of my second Great One, but I definitely prefer that one over this one. However, this one is super cool as well. I also love the rack. And it is crazy to say, very crazy to say, but with this we just completed our Great One huddle. Now we have 3 Great One road here, so we are able to make the huddle. We're gonna go make it in a bit. What a beautiful Great One. And I'm just thinking on a picture to take for the thumbnail, I think. Something like this. But there you go, guys. You wanted to see me drop it with the air rifle. And we managed to drop it with the air rifle. That's very, very nice. It was a risky shot, though. Yeah, Christoph, you were very right. It had to be perfectly broadside. So as soon as I saw it go broadside, I was like, yeah, we have to drop it here. Let's claim it. Look, just gonna disable the music for a bit. So you can hear the music once we enter the harbor screen, the Great One music. Right there, guys. Great One road here. No way, 128.18. I think every single Great One with this rack scores the same. Because there's currently a bug. But yeah, look at the shot. Nice single long, 20 meters away with the air rifle. And as I was saying, this is our third Great One road here. No way. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you, Philip. Thank you for joining the stream. Yeah, Mr. Warhog, I think that picture will make for a very nice thumbnail. I'm sorry, Savage, if Spacer is rage baiting you. I'm sorry, but I cannot do anything about it. Since Spacer is a modern, he has power. 3 road here so far, Shadow. So we just completed the Great One huddle. Look at this guy. He looks beautiful. Look at the eyes. It's like yellow eyes. This guy is essentially a piebald. It's like if you made a melanistic piebald, this is what it would look like. Beautiful looking roe deer. One of my favorite fur types, as I was saying. Seriously, gaming. Well, you missed everything. Although I'm glad you didn't join like way earlier, because it took us a while to find this guy again. We really struggled to find this great one again. He wasn't showing up. So I wanted to take more pictures, but man, at the same time I didn't want to risk having to spend another hour having to waiting for him basically. So yeah, guys, we got it. Now it's time to go to our trophy lodge and make our grade 1 huddle with 3 different grade 1s. That one and Kindle Dawn are my favorites. Oh yeah, the Kindle Dawn is so cool as well. I would say the Kindle Dawn is my 3rd favorite actually. His chocolate and peanut butter, the Reese's fur, yeah. I would say the Kindle Dawn is the Reese's fur. Because that one looks like chocolate, white chocolate, and peanut butter. Look, here we have our trophy lodge, guys. Here we have the entrance. I think I'm gonna place the huddle right here where I have this other huddle. So, it is huddle time. Look, we're gonna go road your huddle. Huddle row. Start assembly. We have multiple trophies. Fable Mistbound. That was our first grade 1. We also have Moonmarked. That was the 3rd one. And we should also have the Kindle Dawn. Where is the Kindle Dawn? Right here. So that is our Fable Huddle, guys. No, it is this one. Right here. 3 grade 1s to complete their grade 1 huddle. Look at that. 3 grade 1s, and surprisingly we managed to get 3 different fur types and apparently 3 different racks as well. That's insane. Damn. Yep. 3 different fur types and 3 different racks. Unfortunately, we haven't managed to get the Wildfire, which is, I would say, my favorite. But damn, can't complain. Look at how beautiful they look. The Kindle Dawn and the Moonmarked are a bit similar in color. But I really like how the color also changes between the racks. As you see, that one is like more orange. This one is dark brown. This one is also brownish, but lighter than that one. So yeah, it's a very cool grade 1 overall. I wasn't expecting the grade 1 roe deer to look this amazing. I would say it's one of the most beautiful grade 1s in the game, just after the moose for me. Because I think the furs are nice. The racks are also very, very, very cool. I wish we managed to get the big rack, but we haven't been as lucky. But yeah, guys, 3 different furs and 3 different racks. Damn. I thought we were gonna get a repeat at some point, to be honest. The 3 kings. Yeah, the 3 kings right there. Look at our lodge. It's coming together very, very nicely. The only thing I'm wondering is, where am I gonna place the new species whenever the new map comes out? Because, the new map is... I wanna think it's gonna include at least 8 new species. And something I like to do with my trophy lodges is to have at least 1 diamond of every single species in the game. But man, I'm running out of plagues and mounts. We may not be able to feed them all this time, but we'll see. As you can see, I have some empty plagues, also some empty mounts here and there. because I've been remodeling my lodge to make another trophy lodge tour at some point. You know, probably within the next month before the new map comes out. But I'm really liking it. We definitely need a new lodge, K-Flow. Yeah, I've been waiting for a new lodge for a very long time, and I would say the majority of the community, you know, would really appreciate a bigger lodge. Because Azeka Safari is nice, but, you know, we need something bigger. We need something bigger the more species we get. So anyway, guys, you know, it was an amazing stream. I'm very happy to be able to chat with you every single time. You know, the best part about these streams is to, again, be able to interact with you and get to read you. You know, it's always a very fun time. And of course, if we happen to get the chance to kill a great one or a diamond, whatever, that makes the streams even better. Giant customizable lodge. Imagine having the chance to not only change the look of the plagues, but also the look of the walls, of the roof, of the floor. Or imagine having the ability to place the plagues wherever you want. Like, imagine being able to, like, if you want to place a plague up there, like be able to place a plague up there, or a platform right here, like being able to place it right here, just wherever you want. That would be amazing. Like having absolute freedom to place things wherever you want. I think that would be absolutely game changing. Super next, hopefully, Catch the Defeater. You know, we haven't gotten a super in more than half a year, or almost a year, I believe, because our Melanistic Diamond Beaver was on August. Yeah, back on August 2025, so almost a year. Yeah, something, another super rare would be amazing, and I would be very happy to stream it as well. But yeah, guys, that is gonna be it. That is gonna be pretty much it for today's stream. You know, I really hope you enjoyed it. It was a very fun time killing that great one. Very fun time getting to chat with you as always, guys. And we may stream tomorrow as well, but this time quite earlier, because, you know, a lot of people have been requesting an early stream, especially during the weekends, and especially the people that live in Europe. So yeah, I may stream tomorrow again, possibly a competition stream this time, but we'll see. I bet it'll be fun. So yeah, guys, thank you very much for joining the stream, and I'll see you on the next one. I hope you all have a very good night.